Namaste and a pleasant evening to everyone. I thank all the parents for your presence in this evening. You always help us in carrying out such important events. We appreciate you all taking your time off your busy schedules to join us today. We have lined up for you to be fruitful and engaging. Small cheer and great welcome make a merry feast. Let me invite Ms. Veda Sahidi of Grade 7 to deliver the welcome address.
To keep the body in good health is a duty. Otherwise, we shall not be able to keep our mind strong and clear. Respected Director Sir, Principal, Coordinator, teachers, and my dear parents, I extend a warm welcome to all of you to this webinar session. A good teacher can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love for learning. Our Director Sir, Dr. C. Satish, is a person with great ideology, determination, and vision. His energy, enthusiasm, leadership, and guidance helps us to achieve greater excellence. On behalf of everyone present here, I extend a warm welcome to you, sir. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome our principal, sir, Mr. Rohit Satish, who gives direction to every student and teacher in the school. He is our guiding light and always encourages the students to give their best. I wholeheartedly welcome you, sir. I extremely now feel honored to introduce our chief guest, Mrs. Rajeshwari Venkataraman, National Trainer and NLP Practitioner, ICI India. She is specialized in time management, parenting, team building, manner and etiquette, presentation skills, reading and comprehension, cleanliness and sanitation, awareness to girls on adolescents handling, empowerment to college students, neuro-linguistic programs. She is an active trainer visiting schools, colleges, Rotary clubs, inner wheel clubs, and corporate. She's been pilot to effective public speaking sessions and conducted trainings to state transport drivers and students on traffic awareness. She has won the Outstanding Junior Chamber Winner Award of the LOM 4 times. She bagged the Outstanding HGF Award of the Zone, which is highest recognition in the zone level. During her tenure in COVID years, she had successfully completed 130 projects, including 25 online trainings to various schools and colleges. Her life mission is to provide development opportunities to empower young people and service to humanity to be the best work of life. On behalf of everyone present here, I extend a warm welcome to you, ma'am. We have been fortunate enough to be backed and motivated by our academic coordinator, Mrs. Niranjini. Ma'am, you make the task of running the school look so smooth as you silently and effortlessly manages this mammoth task. I wholeheartedly welcome you, ma'am. Teaching is more than imparting knowledge, it is inspiring change. I welcome all the teachers who are integral part of this institution. It is a special pleasure to heartily welcome all the dearest parents who have constantly extended their love and support to all the high prospects of our institution. Last but not the least, I welcome our technical team to this webinar session. I hope all of you will have a fruitful session. Thank you.
Thank you, Veda. A clean surrounding always have a great impact on a person. It helps to keep his mind always active. Thereby, he is exposed to ideas which helps him to be creative and to have a productive lifestyle. To give a small insight on the topic, let me welcome Mrs. Rajeshwari Venkatraman for the presentation. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Anju ma'am, and very, very warm good evening to all of you. Tiny seeds, mega seeds, and maxi seeds. How many ever seeds are here? A very, very good evening. And I should really tell you that I should really be thankful for having been here for this period of time. Even if it be 10 minutes or 20 minutes, I have learned how to be the best academician possible in this present scenario with all the challenges that are around us. Still, people are trying to provide you with the best of the best. So thank you so much in the first instance to Niranjani ma'am, Devika ma'am, Anju ma'am, and especially to Veda, because of whom I am very much here. And most of all, I would like to express my gratitude to my brother-like and proud principal of Pavai Vidyashram, our very own Rohit Satish sir, who is, I should say, it is pleasure taking. I should say it is not painstaking. It is pleasure taking. The way he expressed and the way he delivered whatever is available, it was just like a beautiful spread or a menu that is available in a hotel or a restaurant where we would like to go and dine, is it not? It is really going to be fantastic. This back to school agenda is going to be really, really great. So all the very best to all the children present here, and may God bless you with a great academic life now and ever after. And today it's been a long time, is it not? Listening to people, and listening is a tough skill. At the same time, it is a very precious skill actually. And it's been nearly 20 minutes that you have been very patiently listening. So let's have an energizer. If you're all willing to clap your hands, just tap your feet, give me a thumbs up. Let me see all the thumbs up from you. Fine? Okay? Okay. Now all you have to do is you have to just raise from your place. Wherever you are, you will have to just raise from your place. You will have to just stand up. You can even ask your parents to accompany, right? Okay? Just raise from your place and just stand there and listen to my instructions very carefully. This is going to be a remake of a song that you would have already listened to too many times. Too many times you would have all listened during your school days. And at the same time, I would like to congratulate all the staff here who are really running Vidya Ashram. It is the best ashram, I think so. Now with all the sanitation and with all the new rooms that are being provided, even I was tempted. I was really wishing when would my school days come back. So all the setup is so beautifully done for all of you. All you have to do is, when I say clap your hands, you will have to clap only twice. Only twice. Ready? Ready? Are my instructions taken correctly? Am I to your understanding? Do you understand? Yeah, great. I can see many thumbs up. This is the response that a trainer would really want. It is not teaching at all here. You don't have to be like so reserved as much as you are with your teachers. I am as much as a friend to you. Okay? Okay? First, accept me to be your friend. Do you agree to be my friend? Yes, yes. The real spirit begins now. After this great roller coaster speech from your principal, we really need an energizer. So when I tell you just clap your hands, you will have to just clap your hands twice. When I'm asking you to tap your feet, you will have to tap your feet twice. You can get along with your parents and do that. And when I ask you to turn around, you will have to turn around once. Okay? You are familiar with the song. Now it is a different version, maybe a version 2.0. You can take it like that, right? Are you ready? Can we have this energizer? If you're healthy and you know it, just clap your hands. Clap it twice. If you're healthy and you know it, just clap your hands. If you're healthy and you know it, just clap your hands. If you're healthy and you know it, just tap your feet. Just tap your feet. If you're healthy and you know it, just tap your feet. If you're healthy and you know it, just turn around. Just turn around. Beautiful. Just turn around in 360 degrees. Ensure that you do not fall, right? Okay. If you're happy and you know it, just clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, just tap your feet. If you're happy and you know it, just turn around. If you're happy and healthy and you know it, just do all the three at a time. Do that. Yes, very beautiful. Now it is like real PT period, is it not? Your principal was really worried that we don't have any physical education, but it is done in the classroom itself. It can be done indoors as well. You can settle down your respective places. Let me just start my screen sharing for a little visual appeal. All right. Okay. Until it gets ready, I have a question to all of you. Are you all ready to talk with me? Are you all ready to talk with me? Do you know how to unmute your mic? Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, you can share.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot. Okay. Is the screen visible? Is the screen visible? Beautiful. Yes, I can see a hand that is being raised by Harshita. Do you see a slide here? Do you see a slide here? Yeah. There is a question above. I want all of you to unmute and answer. Okay? I'm not worried about noise pollution or sound pollution. We need lot of sound and noise. Okay? Done? Okay. Now just tell me, out of these three pictures, which is the most important? Out of these three pictures, which is most important? You can unmute and tell me. You can unmute and tell me. Just unmute and tell me.
Yes, ma'am. I would like to unmute Varshit.
Varshit, are you ready with your answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Which do you think is most important in these three, out of these three?
Third, ma'am.
Why? Why do you think it is most important? See how colorful the nail polish looks and how beautiful design the mehendi is on somebody's arm. Why do you think that just simply washing one hand?
Good habit, ma'am.
Wow, let us all give a great round of applause for this great opening innings by Varshit. Yes, Varshit, you are really exactly correct. It is a very good habit. Out of all the beautiful habits that are present above, this is a healthy habit. Is it not? Is it not? This is why we are here. This is why we are here to realize why we have to be cleanliness conscious, why we have to keep ourselves clean, and why should we follow good habits. Okay, as Varshit said, cleaning hands is the best of all habits. And after, I think so everybody knows, why was the school kept closed all these days? Why was the school kept all closed all these days? Anybody else would like to answer? Yeah, Vinay Sethuram, please unmute him.
Children, only if your videos are turned on, it will be easy for me to unmute you, children. So, Vinay Raman, I'm going to unmute you.
Ma'am?
Yes. Tell me, Vinay.
Because of COVID, ma'am.
Oh, is it so? Is it so? Beautiful. So, because of this 5-letter frightening word called COVID, is it not? Vinay, I have some more questions to you. Are you ready to answer? Are you ready to answer? And when you are going back to school, your principal will really have a medal for you for being the most active participant of the day. So you'll have to answer the following questions. And tell me why were we all affected by COVID? There were so many people who got COVID, is it not? Who got this fever or whatever called COVID. What was the main reason that they got it?
Ma'am, fever.
Yeah.
Ma'am.
Okay, those were the symptoms when somebody is affected with COVID. I'm asking you, how does one get COVID? How does one get affected by COVID?
Ma'am, when we contact with other people.
Right.
Who is affected, it will spread it, ma'am.
It will spread. Okay. And do you know what was the one thing that government asked us to be? What were the precautions that we had to undertake?
Wash hands and keep clean, ma'am.
Keep clean.
Wear the mask.
Oh, wear the mask. And what was another one? What was another one particular thing that you were asked to do? That is the most important thing, right?
Hand sanitizer, ma'am.
Hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer.
Okay, so once you are back to school, can you shake your hands with your friends?
No,
are you allowed to do that? No. And okay, if it is not that, can you hug your friend?
No, ma'am.
Can you ask, hey, macha, romba naal aachu inna paathe? Can you have a high five? Can you have a high five with your friend? Then why? Why is it so? because we have to, it will
spread.
spread. If we don't maintain dash.
Social distance. It will
Yeah, yes. You are a gem of a person, Vinay. Thank you so much for helping me with that answer. We have
Thank
to,
you, ma'am.
yeah, we have to still follow 3 things, which is clean hands, use of sanitizer, keep yourself clean, both physically as well as internally, and finally, always maintain what is called social distancing. Vinay, yeah, thank you so much, Vinay. Can we have Hari Darshini? Would you like to answer something, Hari Darshini?
Yeah, hi Darshini, I would like to unmute you, ma.
Ma'am,
Yeah, I have a question to you, Hari Darshini. See, you're going to meet after a long time, is it not? You're going to meet all of your friends and you're very much used to hugging. You're very much used to embracing each other. You're very much used to holding hands with your friends, eating together and even sitting on their lap, is it not? Traveling together in the bus and even drinking water or sharing your food. All these things you have been used to all this while, right? Before COVID. Let us call it BC. It is no longer before Christ. It is before COVID. Is it not? Now we are into AC. It is not after Christ. It is after COVID. So I have a question to you, Hari Darshini. I have a very important question to you, Hari Darshini. How do you express your love? How do you express your love to your teachers or to your friends? How can you do that? How can you do that?
by telling.
By telling. Is there any other way you can use your hands or your gestures to tell them
Ma'am,
hi,
we can
hello?
maintain social distance and we can like hug ourselves like this.
Wow, lots of hugs you can say and lots of love to you can say. And you can even say from today you can follow one mudra, which is very, very ancient to India and which is called as Anjali Mudra. What is this? What is this? In Tamil, we call it Vanakkam. Is it not? Vanakkam. This is Pranam in Hindi. Right? You can even do this also. From today, you're going to follow this exercise, right? Whenever you are going to see your teacher, whenever you're going to see your friends, you can just wave your hand. This is going to be the first life-changing mechanism that you'll bring inside you once you are going to meet your friends. Now, I would like to speak something regarding some recommendations that the World Health Organization, or what do you see here? You see there is one symbol here present. What is this? Harshita, can you help us with this? What is this blue color thing with a word inside?
Yeah, Harshita, I'm going to unmute you, baby.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am,
You can even spell that. You don't have to tell it as a word. You can even spell that. Is it visible?
yes, ma'am.
What are the letters present there?
UNICEL.
CEF. Okay, thank you, Harshita. It is an organization for children, which is called the UNICEF. You must all be familiar with WHO. It is the World Health Organization, and UNICEF, which is very particularly for children, which is very particularly designed for children. And you know what WHO and UNICEF's recommendations are? They have been constantly asking us to follow certain programs they have designed for all of us. They are largely concerned about the human population of the world. They are very much concerned about the health of women, the education of children, and the cleanliness of the earth, and at the same time, reduction of various diseases and not giving more new diseases to the world. In that aspect, in that initiative, they have something that they always recommend. Not today, it has been recommended since its inception, since it was found out. It is United Nations International Children's Education Fund, which is the expansion of UNICEF. And UNICEF's last program, if you go and Google it, like Mata Pita, Guru Devam, is it not? Sometimes it becomes Mata Pita, Google Devam also. So once you Google it, you can find out that they always have recommended this one particular thing this girl is doing. And what is it? What is she doing? Varshini, can you tell me what is this girl doing there?
Vashini, I would like to unmute you. Children, those who want to interact with ma'am, kindly turn on your device. Only then I will be able to give you the chances.
Yeah, they have raised their hand. Yeah, we have Darun, we have Gaurav in the line now. Varshini, you can answer. You can answer.
Ma'am, washing the hands.
Washing the hands, like you will have to do it very often while you are at home, while you are in school, while you are everywhere. The most number of times you are going to do this, the most healthy you are going to remain. First and foremost, everybody has to record it in his or her mind that washing hands is the most healthy habit, like Varshit told us even in the beginning of the program, right? Now that we have to be disease free, and cleanliness is next to godliness, and to be wealthy is just to be healthy. You may have too much of acres of land, you can have kilos of gold, you can have 2 or 3 houses that your parents can own, but still, to enjoy all these things, one beautiful wealth that everybody should possess is health. Health is the first and foremost necessity to every person, and to be healthy, there are certain lifestyle modifications that you will have to bring in. These were all recommended by our forefathers, by our grandparents. Are your grandparents with you? Just raise your thumbs. Raise your thumbs. Do you have your grandparents at your house? Do you have your elders in your house, like your uncles? Yeah, Darun, thank you so much for helping me with this. He has said that there are elders in their house, elders in his house, and whatever these elders have been telling us, we have never bothered to follow, but now even the World Health Organization and UNICEF have been recommending the same thing for us to follow, right? In all the houses, we have got elders, we have got forefathers, we have got grandparents, we have got our parents, and always you will have to obey whatever cleanliness practices they have been asking you to do. Tell me here, how many of you have this habit of washing your hands before a meal? Before a meal, do you all wash your hands? After your meal, do you wash your hands? Right. Yeah, superb. When you touch too many places, do you still wash your hands? Still wash your hands? Yes. Very good.
Ashishkari ma'am, I have lots of answers in the chat option. Yes, ma'am, I do. So many children are responding to me here.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thanks for all your responses. Now, I would like to tell you the same thing. Whatever your elders, whatever your parents, and whatever your teachers are going to tell you, but still, when there is somebody else coming and telling you, you will all follow. This is why I am here. Okay, these are certain practices that you will have to follow, that you might be following already, but still you will have to emphasize more daily, every time, all times, all the 3 times in your day, before going to bed, after waking up, whenever you're awake, and whenever you're going to be inside the house or outside the house. These are certain practices that you will have to follow, because they are the most important practices for us to live healthy, for us to live for longer years, for longest years, because our life is very precious, is it not? And you would have heard that we have lost so many people because of COVID, is it not? We don't want any further loss, further human loss, and further pain out of which we have lost them. So these are certain things that I would like you to follow. This is first thing. First is oral hygiene. Is anybody interested here to tell me what is oral hygiene? What is oral hygiene? Yeah. Are you answering in the chat?
Still now we didn't get any answers.
Yeah. Okay, you can unmute somebody. You can unmute somebody and let them tell what is this oral hygiene.
Okay, let me unmute. Okay, shall we unmute Sashwat PS now? Sashwat, I would like to unmute you, okay?
Sashwat? Yeah, what is oral hygiene? Tell me, Sashwat.
Ma'am, brushing the teeth, ma'am.
How many times would you brush your teeth daily, dear?
Ma'am, 2 times, ma'am.
Truly, truly, or should I come and check in your house? Very good, Sashwat. And how many times do you rinse your mouth after your meal? Do you rinse?
Ma'am, only 2 times after brushing, ma'am.
Okay, that is fine. And whenever you have your food, you just wash your hands, is it not? And do you bother to clean your mouth as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that is a very good practice.
My mouth.
Okay, because we can avoid all those remains of food particles getting locked between our teeth, is it not? Right? Okay. And Sashwat, tell me how many months once do you change your brush? Change your toothbrush?
2 or 1 month once. Once in 2 months.
Once in 2 months. Beautiful. That is a very good period of time. And I would like everybody to follow what Sashwat has told you now. Right? Let us pass on to this next thing. See, next is called the bathing ritual. How many of you here feel so tired on a Sunday to take a bath? To take a bath. How many of your mothers have to shout at you, go to the bathroom, go to the toilet and take your bath? Right? Right? We are all just like birds. We grow so tired. We grow so tired and we just have a shower and we just sometimes come back, is it not? But bathing is what is called a ritual. And can somebody tell me how somebody has to take a bath? Take a bath.
Gaurav, I would like to unmute you, Gaurav.
Gaurav dear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, how do you take your bath and how should anybody take a clean bath? Tell me,
In
Gaurav.
morning class, I will take bath, ma'am.
Okay.
Using soap, ma'am.
Okay, using soap. Okay, then
Body wash.
okay, body wash. Okay, you can have your choice of advertisement product to clean your body, but ensure that you clean all your parts that have lot of sweat to double clean. From today, once you have worn your shoes, once you have used your uniform, or once you have worn your socks and ties, etc., all those places have to be washed as many times as possible. And bathing is why called a ritual. Have you seen any like abhishekam? You know what abhishekam? Abhishekam na enna theriyum illaya? சாமிக்கெல்லாம் பண்ணுவாங்க இல்லையா? Do you know what is an abhishekam? They pour water on God. They pour milk. They pour curd. They pour sandal paste. They pour flowers. Is it not? Is it not? That is why it is called a ritual. Even we as human beings have to rinse our body just like that. We will have to use adequate measure of water and adequate use of the cleaning material called the soap or the body wash. And you can even get some freshness, you can use all these fragrant oils present there and even the flowers that are available also. Sometimes once in a week, you can take a break and do that ritual in your style. So the next is hair care. Hair care. Right? Can we move on to that? You can ask your mom. All the girls here really can ask your mom how difficult it is to maintain one's hair. Right? Are you all there? Are you all there? So hair is one thing that has lot of sweat inside. And at the same time, hair is one thing that should be kept very, very clean. Very, very clean. And now tell me, how do you keep your hair clean? Anybody there? We have Tavin. We have Tavin. Can Tavin be unmuted? Tavin, can you tell me how can you keep your hair clean? Are you there? Hello? Hello?
Tavin, is my voice audible? Could you please turn on your device, Tavin?
Tavin?
Those have turned on your video, only then I'll be in a position. So let me, I think Ritika has turned on the video. SP Ritika, I would like to unmute you. Okay, baby?
Yeah, Ritika.
SP Ritika.
Yeah, Ritika, you're audible. You can talk.
Ma'am, for hair, we can keep oil
Okay.
and wash hair, ma'am.
Okay, superb, superb. So whenever your hair is dirty, you have to ensure that it is washed. Is it not, Ritika?
Yes, ma'am.
Whenever it is outgrown for the boys, if it is outgrown, what can we recommend them?
Ma'am,
Should they?
the hair, ma'am.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Always the hair should be very properly cut and that it should be maintained. It should be maintained. It should be managed properly. Thank you so much, Ritika, for helping us with that hair care. Hair care, it is not important that you use all the shampoos present in the market or the different types of beautiful combs and brushes that are available, but healthy hair is the most important thing, right? And let me also tell you that you will have to, as much as you are going to have a new brush every 2 months, you can also have a new comb, at least for a period of 3 months. You can change your comb. And the next is foot hygiene. Foot hygiene. Foot is where, tell me, it is the most, it is the part of a body that is frequently in contact with the floor, So you walk, you run, you always place yourself, you stand, and your foot is one thing that is always in contact with the floor. And the floor is the one thing that gets dirty very easily, and that is fully filled with germs. Fully filled with germs. That is why that girl is washing her feet. So you'll have to always ensure that every time you go out or every time you come inside the house, you will have to wash your feet regularly and in a very, very proper fashion. Next is toilet etiquette. I don't know how all these days you have been using your toilet. You have been flushing properly, or have you been keeping the toilet seats clean, or have you been giving a very good feeling for the other person who comes and pees in the toilet, right? I don't know how many of you watered it properly, but henceforth you all have to maintain this toilet hygiene and ensure that you keep it very, very healthy for the next person who wants to use it. Tell me one thing, how will you feel if somebody doesn't flush the toilet properly and you are entering that particular toilet? Tell me, how will you feel? How will you feel? Karun Dev, can you tell me what would be your reaction? What would be your reaction when somebody has not flushed properly or the toilet is highly unclean?
Karun Dev, I would like to give you the chance to talk.
Tell me, Karun Dev. Yeah. Tell me, dear. Karun Dev, how would you want your toilet to be? When you want to use it, how would you want your toilet to be? Clean?
Yes, clean, ma'am.
Okay, then anything can be added? Anything can be added? Totally clean, right?
Washing toilet, ma'am.
Okay, beautiful. The toilet has to be washed regularly, and you will have to also leave it in a very good position for the next person to come, right? So henceforth you will have to be double careful. All these while I do not know, but still you will have to leave it even in your house or whenever you are using a public toilet also, you will have to ensure the same thing. So we have spoken much about hand hygiene, about the use of sanitizer, about the significance of washing hands with the soap or liquid soap, and washing it regularly before and after eating, and washing it regularly. So let us not focus again on hand hygiene. Let us just pass on to this coughing and sneezing hygiene. Have you all been having kerchiefs with you or small napkins? Have you been always using in school as well? while taking lunch, or while do you ever have a hanky in your pocket? Okay, Vinay Seturam, the most active participant. Tell me, Vinay.
Vian, I would like to unmute you, Vian.
Oh, Vian.
Vian,
Ma'am, I use handkerchief, ma'am.
Okay. What are the purposes that you would like to use them for? Use this handkerchief for? Somebody is showing me a hanky. Kaushik, that is so nice. The spirit is beautiful, da. Very good. Kaushik Tarun has a hanky even now. Beautiful.
Ma'am, for wiping hands and
Yeah.
coughing, sneezing, ma'am.
Okay, very beautiful. So all these things are most essential, and everybody has to use a kerchief or a hanky and have it. Once you wash your hands, you can't leave it wet, right? Even wetness generates lot of infection. Whenever a place is wet, whenever your inner garments are wet, they are the breeding places of all these viruses, so-called viruses, which are all uninvited guests. Is it not? So you will always have to have a small hanky or a kerchief or even a small napkin whenever you have to clean your hands or your legs, or anytime you are going to cough or sneeze. Done? Understood? And finally, it is the home hygiene. See, there are lots of instances when you are so obedient in your classes, when you are so rule abiding, when you follow all the rules and regulations put forth by your teachers, put forth by your principal, put forth by all the authorities while going in a bus. The moment you step out of your house, you ensure that you are so goody and holy. But does that mean that only in schools you will have to follow all the rules and regulations? Tell me. No, not at all. Even while at home, you will have to ensure that all these hygiene practices are being followed, because in every place there is something like a ghost or something that is frightening, that is ready to give us diseases. There are so many bugs present around us, like COVID, like E. coli bacteria. We have all the viruses of the world present, and once we have an armor which is called cleanliness, which is called sanitary procedures that we are following and ensuring to keep us safe, then nobody can come and attack us. No soldier can come and attack us. Right? Is it done? So from today, you will have to tell me, you will have to give me only a two-word promise, and which is nothing but to be safe and to be healthy. Right? Done? I want all of you to tell that you will be safe. And I have very few things before I end up the session. Like we have always been taught about good touch, bad touch, right? Hereafter, it is going to be only healthy touch. It is going to be healthy touch and non-healthy touch. Whichever is non-healthy, you will have to avoid that, and whichever is going to be a healthy touch, you will have to follow. There are very many manners and etiquette, like while you are going to dine, while you are going to even groom yourself, while you wear your dress, and there are very many etiquettes that you'll have to follow while in the classroom, while in the home, while being outside, just like a restaurant or a movie theater. In every place, there is something waiting for us that is very dangerous, and to ensure ourselves safely protected from them, you will have to follow all these practices. So one thing, if you're going to be healthy, it is going to be wealthy as well. And like your principal said, there is a SAFAL program for academics, right? There is a SAFAL program for academics. There is a SAFAL program for your health as well. Just imagine you are a distinction holder. You get lots of medals in academics as well as sports. But once you are not going to be healthy, is it all achievable? Can you achieve all these accolades? Can you win all these prizes? Not at all. So the first priority hereafter in your list is going to be that I am going to stay healthy. Can you all pledge with me? Can you all pledge with me? Take a pledge with me. Put your hands on your very near to your heart and follow whatever I'm telling you. Okay? Follow whatever I'm telling you, not only from 8th, even from the next minute, you will have to follow this. Okay? I. Repeat after me. I. You can tell your name. Like I, Rajeshwari, I'm going to tell that. You can tell that. I, Sashwant, I, Harshita, I, Ritika, I, Vian. You can all use your names and say that I, so and so, is going to remain healthy, happy, and wise by following all the sanitary procedures that have been recommended, to keep myself healthy. Right? Okay. Thank you so much, dear children. That was wonderful time being with all of you. I would really extend a great note of gratitude to your principal, to the management, to the staff in charge who have been highly patient, who have been really investing so much of patience in unmuting every person whenever I wanted them to do it. Thank you so much for this wonderful and healthy opportunity. All the very best. Have a very, very great year ahead and be victorious by remaining healthy. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. You clearly highlight the importance of maintaining good personal hygiene and to illustrate the importance of comprehensive cleaning to maintain a good health and a better personality in society. This session was a reinforcement to maintain and enhance good hygiene habits and contribute to the wellness of society. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Health is wealth. An old proverb is true for all of us. If one is healthy, then one can contribute their best in achieving their goals, which will lead one to prosperity. Now I invite Ms. Niranjana of grade 7 to propose a vote of thanks.
A graceful evening to everyone. It is my privilege to propose a vote of thanks. I would like to thank our chief guest, Mrs. Rajeshwari Venkatraman, for an excellent presentation by making this session a very meaningful and interesting one. I am immensely thankful to our director, Sir Dr. C. Satish, being the catalyst who inspire us to do our best and stand as a pillar of power. I also thank to our beloved principal, Mr. Rohit Satish Sir, for explaining all the matters in an elegant and comprehensive manner and for his thought-provoking insight on the role of parents and teachers in assisting the children. I would take this opportunity to express my deep regards to our coordinator, Mrs. Niranjani ma'am, for being a constant motivator and guiding force. I express my gratitude to all sincere parents who have extended their unconditional love and support to the missions and vision of the school, which has been tremendous help in achieving our goals. I would like to thank all the teachers, students, and all staff members of the school who have always been proactive, hardworking, and dedicated to make every event a grand success. Last but not the least, let me thank our technical team for their immense support. I conclude my speech by saying good health forms the basic for accomplishing various tasks in our life. There's so much competition at every step in our life. Each person wants to outshine the other, be at school or at society. It is only when we are healthy we can work better in other aspects in life. Thank you.
Thank you, Niranjana. The entire session was a great success as all the students were excited to make use of the acquired knowledge from the session. It will help the students to enhance the good habits to make them a better person in society. Reopening the school safely will require the cooperation of all members of our school community. We want to assure all parents and students that plans and preparations are advancing well for reopening. We are really looking forward to welcome our students back to school and will be doing all that we can to ensure that the return to school is a safe and enjoyable experience. Successful reopening and recovery rely on those who always strive for the betterment of a child. Trust can be built and maintained by engaging clearly communicating through credible channels. Let me remind you all that the old-fashioned proverb never goes out of fashion. Cleanliness is next to godliness. That wraps up our evening. On behalf of Pave Group of Schools, I thank all of you for making this session a great success. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.